stone floors and a fireplace that smoked. When Hamish had first visited her, he found her to be a small woman in her 40s, sturdy, with brown hair speckled with grey, a round, red-cheeked face and a small, pursed mouth. She had gushed on about the majesty of the Highlands and how she planned to sell her artworks in the local shops. If she was still alive, and he hoped to God she was, he expected to find that she had packed up and gone, all her fantasies of a Highland life shattered. But as he approached her cottage, he saw smoke rising up from the chimney. Maybe she had sold it to someone else, he thought, and because of the rigours of the winter, which had kept most people indoors, he hadn't heard about it. But it was Effie herself who answered the door to him. "You should really get the phone put in," said Hamish. "Something could have happened to you during the winter, and we'd never have known if you needed help." "I've got a mobile." "Does it work up here? There still seem to be blank spots all over the Highlands." "Yes, it works fine. Are you coming in for tea?" "Thanks." Hamish removed his cap and ducked his head to get through the low doorway. The living room and kitchen combined had a long work table with a pottery wheel on it. On the table were a few vases and bowls glazed in beautiful colours. "Yours?" asked Hamish, picking up a little bowl of sapphire blue and turning it around in his fingers. "Yes, Mr. Patel has taken some, and the gift shop at the Tommel Castle Hotel has taken a good few more. I didn't do any business during the winter because of the bad weather, but I'm hoping for sales when the visitors come back." There were paintings of birds and flowers hanging on the walls, each one an exquisite little gem. Hamish was beginning to revise his opinion of Effie. She was a talented artist. "I'm surprised you survived the winter up here," he said. "I didn't need to. Coffee or tea?" "Coffee would be grand, just black." "What do you mean? You didn't have to." "I went to stay with my sister in Brighton, and so I escaped the worst of it. Do sit down and don't loom over me." Hamish sat down on a hard chair at a corner of the work table while she prepared coffee. "Odd," he said. "I thought the Highlands would have driven you out by now." "Why? This is the most beautiful place in the world." "Yes," thought Hamish cynically, "if you can afford to get out of the place for the winter." Aloud he said, "Oh, I put you down as one of those romantics." "There is nothing up with being romantic. Everyone needs dreams. Here's your coffee." Hamish looked at the little blue bowl. "That bowl? Is it for sale?" "Of course." "How much?" £50. £50? Hamish stared at her. "It's a work of art," she said calmly. £50 is cheap at the price." A hard businesswoman as well, thought Hamish. Still, it meant he had been wrong about her. Romantically minded newcomers had caused trouble in the past. In April, there was one last blizzard, the lambing blizzard as the locals called it, and then the fine weather returned, and by June, one long sunny day followed another. Memories of the black winter receded. It stayed light even in the middle of the night. Amazingly for Hamish, there was still no crime, not even petty theft. He was strolling along the waterfront one fine morning when he was stopped by a tall man with an easel strapped on his back who said he was looking for accommodation. "I don't think there's a place here with a studio available," said Hamish. The man laughed. "I'm a landscape painter. I work outside." He thrust out a hand. "I'm Jock Fleming." "Hamish Macbeth. You could try Mrs. Dunn along at Seaview, just along the end there. You can't miss it." Jock looked down at the dog and the cat, waiting patiently at Hamish's heels. "That's an odd pair of animals you've got there," he said. "They're company," said Hamish dismissively. "Really? It's a good thing I'm not superstitious, or I'd be crossing myself," said Jock with an easy laugh. "A wild cat, and a dog with blue eyes?" Hamish grinned. He took an instant liking to the artist. He was a powerful man in, Hamish judged, his early 40s, with shaggy black hair streaked with grey. He had a comical, battered-looking face and seemed to find himself a bit of a joke. "When you've got settled in," said Hamish, "drop by the police station and we'll have a dram." "Great. See you." Hamish watched him go. "Well, lugs," he said. "That'll be one incomer who won't be any trouble at all." Hamish was disappointed as 2 days passed and Jock did not call for that drink. But on the third day, as he walked along the waterfront in the morning, he saw Jock at his easel, surrounded by a little group of women. Walking up to the group, Hamish said, "Move along, ladies. The man can't do any work with you bothering him." "I don't mind."